Well, congratulations, you finally landed in Germany, or you will land in Germany soon. And new beginning is going to be waiting for you. New opportunities, new culture, new language, everything is going to be super new with no clue what is going to happen next, right? Because I had a same situation back in 2021 when I landed in Germany for the very first time. I still remember the situation that I came out of the airport and did not understand anything at all. Did not know what is going to happen next. Did not know how I'm going to fulfill all the requirements, the bureaucratic requirement processes, right? I spent hours and hours, years and weeks in order to identify the right set of information. And yes, in today's video, we are going to talk about this 9 important steps and this 9 important processes what you need to follow within the 30 days of your German arrival. So yes, welcome back to Abroad Ki Duniya, your go-to channel where we try to share the success stories for the student, real life hacks and many more stuff which can help you to have a smooth transition in Germany. And yes, without any ado, let us deep dive into today's topic and understand what are these 9 important things are. The very first thing I would say is do a favor on yourself and get a SIM card as soon as you come out of that airport, because it is only going to be your friend for a upcoming journey. If you have a SIM card, then only you can make an appointment, then you can make an reservations, then only you will able to find your path to your accommodation. So as soon as you come out of the airport, try to grab some O2 or some localized SIM card only for few days, because SIM cards at the airport are going to be expensive, but it is much needed for you to have a smooth transition for any process in Germany. As soon as you're settled down in Germany, a week or two after or a month, then you can think of switching into the postpaid SIM card, because with the postpaid SIM card you literally get a good deal in many of the stores. Just to name it, go for the WinSIM, go for the Vodafone. These are the SIM card companies offer a really huge and good deal for the student. Second is think about the accommodation. So if you are someone who was lucky enough in order to find the accommodation in the student dormitory, really congratulations, because I was not the same person. I did not get an accommodation in the student dormitory. I had a waiting period of up to 3 semesters, which was like a duration of my course. So I had to find an accommodation outside. But I was also successful in terms of finding an accommodation outside. If you are someone who did not have any accommodation at this point, try getting yourself into some cheapest hotel for the beginning. And as you can see, here are the pop-ups, which are the applications which will help you to find a long-term accommodation in Germany. And if you haven't watched my video how to find an accommodation in the Germany, the link is popping at the top, right? As soon as you have the accommodation, you are going to do the most important thing, which is the third on our list, is Anmeldung. Because until this point, you're invisible to the German government. So yes, as soon as you have your Anmeldung, you will be unlocking your path to all the processes in Germany. So this is must. You must register yourself within 14 days as soon as you land in Germany. If you fail to do so, there could be a fine up to 1,000 euros. In some situations, it is understandable, but the cities like Munich, Berlin, Hamburg, wherein the situation of the accommodation is really critical and expensive, so I would highly advise to try first for the student dormitory. If you're not successful, then try searching for an accommodation on Gezu, Emo Scout. These are the applications has helped me out back then, and I believe this will or this might be also useful for you. So yes, now you have your Anmeldung. The most important thing we need to do after that is the fourth one, is getting your health insurance unlocked or activated. Until here, you can survive on your transport insurance or let's say the travel insurance. But from this point, as soon as you have your Anmeldung, then you can apply for the health insurance. Especially for the students, many of the universities only give you the admit letter, or visa authorities only approve your visa when you have a valid health insurance. So I believe you're already covered into this process, but you also need to activate your health insurance. Do not forget this tip, do not forget this step, because it will bite you back in the longer run. So try to think about getting yourself a TK or AOK. These are the student friendly options, and if you're someone who do not want to go for this public health insurances, then there could be a lot of options in the private health insurance as well, but I would not go in that direction. These are the cheapest option, but not reliable for the student who want to be here for the studies. because sometimes you need to make some up payment or prepayment first for any treatment, then you get the reimbursement. And as a student, I am sure that I did not have that amount of money in order to spend on my hospital bills. So do yourself a favor and try to go for the public health insurances in Germany, so that in order to avoid any extra hassle in the longer run. Yes, now moving to the next and fifth one, which is also important, is opening a bank account in Germany. Because whether you're a student, whether you're an expat in Germany, you want to receive your salary or you want to receive a block account amount, then you need to have a bank account. There could be two options, that you can go with the very traditional way, and if you love to have a lot of paperwork, then you can feel free to walk yourself to the Deutsche Bank or Commerce Bank. These are the traditional banks in Germany. They are more reliable, but they are time consuming. On the other hand, if you are on a fast track and you need to receive your block account amount as soon as fast or possible, faster, then I would recommend you to use N26. They take 24 to 48 hours in order to activate your account, so that you can already apply to receive your block account amount into that account. Yes, you can already use my code, which is in the description below, so that you can get yourself a gift voucher or discount on your few online purchases. And for me, it was really pretty much faster process. I just had to upload few documents, my passport, my visa, my Anmeldung. Within 24 to 48 hours, my account was activated. And if I wanted to have a physical card, then I had to pay 10 euros a monthly fee, 10 euros a one-time fee, then it is all settled. On the other hand, if you go for the traditional bank account, you pay quarterly or monthly a fee of maintenance, which could be somewhere between 5 to 10 euros. So you also have to think carefully as a student also in which direction you want to go for. Well, now the number 6 is the crucial. As in, we move to the Germany, we have a ticking window going on. So I'm talking about none other than having a residence permit in Germany. So as soon as you land or you get the visa, it is generally for 90 days, and within 90 days you have to do the city registration. And if you land in the cities like Munich, Berlin, Hamburg, for the residence permit there could be a huge amount of waiting period. So what you need to do is do yourself a favor, do the city registration as soon as possible, then apply for a residence permit, because the appointment can take up to weeks, months. Sometimes it could take up to 6 to 8 months. This has happened with me also, that I stayed in Munich. I wanted to have my residence permit extended, and it took them at least 8 months in order to get me an appointment. So yes, this is true. You need to act fast on this topic. And if you are in some situation wherein your visa is going to expire, then you can simply walk up to them, you can explain your situation to them, but you have to be really early there. So there are some days, there are some times on which they allow you to go without any appointment. You can talk to them, you can explain the situation, and if possible they will try to give you the termin there, an appointment there. So yes, do yourself a favor and apply for a residence permit as soon as possible. Well, number 7 on our list is getting yourself a public transportation. Do not spend money on buying a small amount of tickets for back and forth. If you're a student, then ask your university if they provide you the semester ticket as a student or not. If not, then there could be an alternative option, is going for a Deutschland ticket. At this point, Deutschland ticket is 58 euros, but you get to travel across the Germany. You can board any train, which is not the fastest train here in Germany, but it is really quite helpful. It has helped me a lot when back then when I was a student. Yes, of course. So this is something that you can think on as a expat or as a student in terms of the transportation. Number 8 on our list is getting yourself as a Steuernummer, which is also known as a tax number in Germany. So as soon as you register in Germany or do the Anmeldung, within 1 to 2 weeks you will get your permanent tax number in Germany. You will need it for your internship, your permanent job contracts, filing taxes, any financial related thing. You will have to have this number handy. And the pro tip I would love to give you here is, as soon as you do the Anmeldung any of the city in Germany, just make sure that you have your name on the door shield. If you do not have your name on the door shield, then things might get complicated and the letter might go back. Then you will have to chase it and just deal with it back and forth. So as soon as you do the city registration, try to put your name on the door shield. And if it is not possible, check with your landlord what could be the options, how you can make sure that you get this document handy. And now talking about the number 9, which is the most important thing, is learning a German language. Of course, you might have seen the videos that come to the Germany, skilled worker shortage, everything is happening. It is true, but on the other hand, you also need to have a German proficiency. I see nobody's talking about that topic, which is really crucial in Germany. Let's even get into the hypothetical situation wherein you get a job, you're working perfectly fine, you have a job which is English speaking. But how about your personal life? What you will do after that? What is your life is going to look like? If you need to integrate yourself in a German community, German culture, get along with the German people, then you need to speak their language. The way we are now emphasizing on every region should their own language in India, of course it is the same in Germany, that they also expect you to speak German language proficiently. Not at least proficiently, but up to the B1 level, so that you can easily integrate with the people. So yes, these are the most important things we discuss about in today's video. The very first would be, when you will be out of the airport, get yourself a SIM card. Make sure that you have your accommodation secured. Then you have your city registration Anmeldung appointment lined up. Making sure that you activate your health insurance, have a block account, or let's say the bank account to receive the block account amount. Then you have an appointment for the residence permit, receive your Steuernummer, like a tax number, and make sure to learn German to the maximum level so that you can have an easy integration in the German culture. So yes, until then, stay healthy, stay wealthy, auf Wiedersehen.